local control funding formula, it's actually a new system of delivering education in the state that does a couple things. It is a weighted funding formula that gives extra resources to low-income students, English learners, foster youth, and more money where there are concentrations of those high-need students. But it's also a devolution of authority over a lot of decisions back down to districts, together with greater local engagement requirements and much more transparency about what's being done and what dollars are being spent. I think one of the best things about the local control funding formula is its desire to really change the culture around local community engagement in our schools and involve parents and students and teachers in deciding what the top priorities are and how to fund them. And if we really do that, even in this time of inadequacy, we will see a new list of demands from districts across the state and a new realization that we don't have enough funding to provide all the resources that we need, and hopefully that can help create a broader public will to really put pressure on policymakers to increase our resources in the state as a whole. The other thing I should say about local control funding formula that holds promise for new accountability, the local control funding formula isn't just focused on test score outcomes, but it's set up to focus on 8 different priorities that include not just traditional test score outcomes, but other kinds of outcomes that include Common Core implementation, improving student engagement, improving school climate, improving parent involvement. And every demand we found in my district when we went out and asked people fit under the state's 8 state priorities. So it really is a multi-dimensional system of accountability that I think holds great promise for other states as well. Any new accountability system needs to have a robust community engagement piece as part of it, because I think that's the way that local communities can take control of the system and hold their local decision makers accountable for increased resource allocation and effectiveness, but also come to educate themselves about the need to hold state and federal policymakers accountable for the same things.